Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here today. When the president first took office, as many of you know, he called on the private sector to do more, to invest in the skills and the training of the American worker. This was long prior to the onset of this pandemic and COVID, really accelerating the trend to make sure that the American worker has the skills for the jobs that exist today and the jobs of the future. I think we've seen this virus accelerate many of the trends that were already going in one direction from the digital revolution perspective, and it really is more important now than ever before. The call to action resulted in a full-blown national movement, which all of you were a great part of. Today, over 400 companies have signed our pledge to invest in the skills of over 16 million Americans. So you all deserve a big round of applause for that. Companies large and small, whether it's one employee or hundreds or thousands, as is the case in this room today, it is all so critical as we think about the next phase and this great American comeback. Today at the White House, we are recognizing 9 incredible organizations and, of course, private sector companies who are receiving the inaugural Pledge to America's Workers, proving that investing in the workforce, the country's greatest asset by far, is not just an activity that feels good, but it's also smart business. Just a couple of stories I wanted to share with you from my extensive travels across the United States. I was actually with Marilyn Houston several times, but one visit in Colorado particularly stood out, where I met a young woman, Sarah Latham, who was in advanced manufacturing technician apprentice. And she, like many other people in the program, had entered this position not thinking that somebody could join the aerospace industry and earn a great paying wage without a 4-year college degree. Well, she underwent an extensive apprentice program through Lockheed as part of their fulfillment of the pledge, and is now building hardware for space vehicles that are currently in orbit. So it's very exciting. I had met Sarah when she had just graduated from the apprenticeship program. So it's incredible to see her continue to thrive. Another young woman I met named Reggie was with Textron. I met her during a visit to Kansas, the aerospace capital of the world. And there she was part of a tuition-free scholarship program to study aviation sheet metal making. Now, as a prime example of the importance of lifelong learning, she is back through a program, went back to school, and is in the Women in Manufacturing program and absolutely excelling. So we're very proud of her as well, which does underscore the role that women play in the Great American Comeback. In 2019, of all the new jobs created, 70% of them were secured by women, which is truly extraordinary. And we will get back to that. This administration, from the earliest days, pledged to accelerate the role of women in STEM fields, one of the fastest growing lucrative fields where women and minorities are really grossly underrepresented, and we're seeing that trajectory starting to change. This administration dedicated a minimum of $200 million in annual grant funding, and there was a private sector match with several of the employers here today for over $300 million to support women and girls in K through 12 who are securing a STEM education, with a particular focus on computer science, where many of the good paying job vacancies exist today. So we're going to continue to push that agenda and move that forward. Now more than ever, the American worker is our greatest asset, and we're proud of these organizations and trade associations for their excellence in the space of training and providing pathways to upward mobility for students and workers across the nation. As winners of this inaugural pledge, our hope is that your commitment incentivizes and encourages other companies to do the exact same. So we hope to celebrate many years of exceptional investment in American students and workers. And we thank you for being the first class of recipients. And with that, I will hand it over to Secretary Ross to say a few more words. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ivanka, for your leadership as the Trump administration promotes new pathways to career success for millions of Americans. And welcome everyone to the inaugural Pledge to America's Workers Presidential Award Ceremony. The pledge shines a spotlight on the truly outstanding investment that businesses in the United States are making in their workers. To date, as Ivanka said, more than 440 companies have signed the pledge, and they're creating 16.4 million new opportunities for American workers through training and apprenticeships. This is a remarkable achievement for our American industry and American workers. The Presidential Award presented today is rooted in NIST's Baldrige Performance Excellence Program, which was established under President Reagan to acknowledge American businesses that adopt a wide range of industry best practices, including workforce education and training. The Baldrige program looks at organizations holistically, and it emphasizes the need to show actual results. Consistent with these principles, the 9 Pledge to America's Workers Presidential Award winners are delivering results to their workers. They are real role models. Our award winners share a commitment to upskilling workers throughout their whole careers. Many have curricula that reach high school children to introduce them to new careers, as well as programs that help mature workers continue advancing in their careers. The awardees span many industries, from insurance to construction, retail trade, lodging, and manufacturing. 2 are foreign multinational companies who are adapting and innovating the best of the German and Swiss training methods to meet the unique needs of their U.S. operations. They reflect why our country remains the best place in the world for investment. This past June, the Carney FDI Confidence Index ranked the United States as the #1 investment destination among CEOs of the world's largest corporations. And in its most recent annual report on global local trends, IBM notes that the United States is the top destination country globally for jobs. To these 2 winners, Zurich Insurance and Volkswagen, we are grateful for your investment. Another 3 of our winners are trade associations: the American Hotel and Lodging Association, Associated Builders and Contractors, and the National Retail Federation. They make it easier for companies large and small in their industries to provide training that results in industry-recognized credentials. Also among today's award winners, Oberg Industries, Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, and Textron have been notable in their embrace of apprenticeship programs. A top priority for the Trump administration, apprenticeships are the gold standard for the on-the-job training. In support of this priority, Secretary Scalia launched the new industry-recognized apprenticeship program, empowering trade associations, unions, and other organizations to certify quality apprenticeships. This new system will speed the creation of their apprenticeships in industries outside the skilled trades. I encourage every organization to study what these award winners are doing. Through 2020's challenging trials resulting from the COVID-19 pandemic, each organization here today held firm in its commitment to its workers. When times become uncertain, some companies cut back on investments in their employment, but these organizations kept their eyes open on their own long-term goals and continued strengthening their workforces. So my thanks to the National Institute of Standards and Technology, as well as the staff of the Baldrige Performance Excellence Program for helping create and manage this award program. Thank you also to Al Faber and the private sector Baldrige Foundation. They're the ones who contributed these beautiful trophies that we'll be presenting shortly. Ivanka, thank you.
So I'm honored to have the opportunity to recognize the 9 incredible awardees of the first ever Pledge to America Workers Presidential Award. As the Assistant Secretary for the Employment and Training Administration, I'm particularly pleased to see the number of organizations prioritizing different types of training, including apprenticeships in new and emerging fields. Just this morning, the Department of Labor announced our first round of organizations that will be recognized to issue industry-recognized apprenticeship programs. The 18 organizations we certified earlier today, known as standards recognition entities, are the foundation for the industry-recognized apprenticeship programs. These entities will enable companies in industries like healthcare, advanced manufacturing, information technology, and many others to better tailor their apprenticeship programs to fit the particular needs of their workforces. And we stand ready to assist any of today's award recipients should they be interested in becoming SREs. Now back to the reason we're all here. Today I have the distinct honor of introducing the companies and trade associations receiving the Pledge to America's Worker Presidential Award. I will share the names of the award recipient in alphabetical order and a few words about how the organization has delivered excellence in workforce training and education. After I read the citation for your organization, I would ask that each recipient step forward for a photo with Secretary Ross and Advisor Trump and receive your award. With that, we'll begin with the American Hotel and Lodging Association, represented by President and CEO Chip Rogers. In response to nearly 9 in 10 hotels having to lay off or furlough workers this year, AHLA pivoted their workforce development strategy in recent months to respond to the needs created by COVID. A central focus was to offer current and furloughed employees the opportunity to learn new skills through training and credentialing programs to prepare for a return to the workforce or their next career position in the industry. This pivot included the AHLA Foundation offering $3.5 million worth of free skill-based training and education courses, including industry certifications, GEDs, and associate degree courses to help over 20,000 furloughed hotel employees advance their skills and education so that when travel resumes, they are one step ahead. Mr. Rogers, congratulations, and please step to the stage. Next, I'd like to recognize the Associated Builders and Contractors represented today by 2020 Chair Tim Keating. When ABC signed the Pledge to America's Workers at the White House in July 2018, it promised to educate and develop at least 50,000 construction workers over the next 5 years. ABC has already far exceeded that goal. In 2019 alone, ABC members invested $1.5 billion to provide more than 1.1 million course attendees with craft, leadership, and safety education. ABC has 1,400 training locations nationwide where they connect high school students, minorities, re-entering citizens, veterans, and women with rewarding careers in construction. ABC is building a workforce that is safe, skilled, and productive using innovative and flexible learning models and apprenticeships in more than 50 professions. Mr. Keating, congratulations, and please join us on stage. Next, I'd like to recognize Lockheed Martin, represented today by Executive Chairman Marilyn Hewson. I want to recognize Lockheed Martin for its commitment to investing in workforce development programs that provide multiple pathways for workers to find jobs and to succeed in advanced manufacturing. By scaling its apprenticeships and other skill-based training programs, Lockheed Martin has become a model for other organizations as our nation works together to ensure no worker is left behind by the 21st century economy. Since making its pledge, the company has achieved nearly half of its commitment to create 8,000 new opportunities by 2023, including over 20 apprenticeship programs that range from aircraft maintenance and assemblers to software, cybersecurity, and engineering, all aligning to critical skills. Ms. Hewson, congratulations, and please join us on the stage. Next, I'd like to recognize the National Retail Federation, represented today by President and CEO Matthew Shea. The NRF Foundation's Rise Up program is designed to help people, regardless of education background, economic means, or age, acquire foundational skills necessary for career success, from customer service and sales to inventory management and profitability. Developed in collaboration with over 30 retailers, the industry-recognized credentials build workplace readiness, retail, industry fundamentals, customer service, sales, and business of retail. Rise Up is delivered through training partners across the country, including high schools, career and technical education centers, community colleges, universities, workforce organizations, and retailers. The foundation has formed key partnerships with departments of education in Virginia, Louisiana, Ohio, Kentucky, and Arizona, earning approval for Rise Up credentials in high schools and career and technical education centers throughout the state. The NRF Foundation has reached over 400,000 individuals with Rise Up training, 75,000 since 2018, through 800 delivery partners in 47 states. A 2020 survey of Rise Up learners demonstrates the program's impact. 88% agreed that a Rise Up credential helped them advance in their career. Mr. Shea, congratulations, and please join us on stage. Next, I'd like to recognize Northrop Grumman Corporation, represented today by Ann Addison, Corporate Vice President and Chief Human Resources Officer. Northrop Grumman has invested in the upskilling of their employees in cutting-edge technology, creating leadership paths, and providing youth achievement programs to build future talent pipelines. Their workforce development program includes apprenticeships and pre-apprenticeships for entry-level roles, internships and co-op opportunities for college students, and fully virtual technical academies for senior technical talent. They proudly support the company's 90,000 employees in reaching their career goals, as well as serve the greater community through their training and development opportunities. Ms. Addison, congratulations, and please join us on stage. Next, I'd like to recognize Textron Incorporated, represented today by Julie Duffy, Executive Vice President of Human Resources. Textron's employee training strategy uses a learner-centric approach to determine skills gaps and to address them with the appropriate development programs to help its talent grow at any stage of its career. Its programs include internships, apprenticeships, rotations, leadership development, mid-career development, and Textron University and education assistance. Ensuring its employees are engaged and supported throughout their career journeys at the company, from hire to retire, allows the company to retain talented people. Textron invests in talent by offering development and engagement programs, hiring the right people in the right roles at the right time, and developing a pipeline of technical and leadership talent. The company focuses on cultivating a diverse and inclusive workforce with the technical, professional, and leadership skills to execute the company's strategies. Ms. Duffy, congratulations, and please join us on stage. Next, I would like to recognize Volkswagen Group of America, represented today by Tom Duplessis, CEO of Volkswagen Chattanooga Operations. To keep up with the technology change, Volkswagen is making large investments in workforce development here in the U.S. Their workforce development strategy at VW Academy focuses on developing a local talent pool, recalibrating programs to meet future needs, and a new corporate culture and structure that encourages more innovative thinking. Partnering with educational institutions has increased their training capacity, particularly for on-site apprenticeships, technical skills, and professional skills training. For example, all the Volkswagen Academy students are dual enrolled at Chattanooga State Community College, which handles classroom instruction of the students and offers them an associate's degree upon completion of the program. Mr. Duplessis, congratulations, and please join us on stage. Finally, I would like to recognize two companies who were unfortunately unable to attend in person today. Oberg Industries, LLC is a diversified manufacturing specializing in the production of advanced, precision machined or stamped metal components and precision tooling. This summer, Oberg expanded its apprenticeship training center to add more machining mines, lathes, and other equipment, as well as increasing classroom and instructor space to accommodate more apprentices, ensuring more of the workforce could receive critical manufacturing skills. And last but not least, Zurich North America launched its pioneering professional apprenticeship program in 2016 with the vision of attracting new, diversified talent to the insurance industry while providing a debt-free path to professional careers. The reality of this program has surpassed the vision. This fall, Zurich expanded its program from its Chicagoland headquarters to New York City. It's helping other businesses explore apprenticeships as a co-founder of the Chicago Apprenticeship Network, as well as Insurance Apprenticeship USA. Zurich's apprenticeship program is an investment and an opportunity and innovation in the U.S. economy. Congratulations to the incredible winners of the Pledge to America's Workers Presidential Award. The administration is honored to recognize your achievements in workforce education and training. Thank you very much.